Hey guys, Colin, DB95 here with a video. So I've got a book here, so that must mean I'm doing a list or something. This is my first top 5 list, and apologies if you can't see me, I've not got the phone set up very well. But one thing you should know is I'm a big fan of the Dead Rising franchise. Pretty much is a very good one. But a game like that has flaws. AI, survivor AI, some other things, but a big one, some psychopaths that makes the game kind of bad. But so I thought I'd do a list. Well, I've only written a list of names, but not the reasons, because I'm going to try and see if I can know them off the top of my head. Like, so these are the top 10. So the list is my top 5 worst psychopaths. Like, these are ones I hate. So let's start. At number 5, we have from Dead Rising 2, Leon Bell, and you can kind of see where this is going. Not a lot of people like him. He is quite bad. He's quite hated. He's quite a hard one, albeit it is rewarding when you kill him, which is why he's not higher on the list. Backstory of him is just that he's obsessed to try to be better than Chuck. He used to like him and blah 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 blah. Pretty much. He used to like Chuck, used to be a fan, now he hates him and wants to kill him. And he's using the zombie apocalypse as a chance to make a new terrorist reality game, where humans score more points. So his death more satisfying when he is fired. So get the pun if you've played the game. So Leon is on number 5, which is why in Dead Rising off the record, when Chuck is a psychopath, it's more and better. Albeit it is the same chain bike, but he is more fun to fight. He is better, makes it more harder, where Leon is just too easy and too boring, and no one likes him. Okay. And number 4 is the last boss from Dead Rising 1. Yes, Brock Mason. I don't really like him. He's thrown in at the last moment, and I do like his backstory, it's just I don't like the character and his boss fight. So basically he was behind the operation that killed everyone in Santa Cabeza because of the story. So if you don't know, there was a zombie outbreak in Santa Cabeza, it was covered up as a drug trade operation, but now he's going to do the same to Willamette. Now the fight with him is actually quite hard. It is difficult because you lose all your weapons in the Xbox version, whilst in the Wii version you're able to defeat them with guns and that you've got. So it must be easier. I don't know, I'm not much of a Wii player, although I do have a Nintendo Wii, but that's beside the point. But in the game you lose all your weapons, and the fight is quite hard. The only way I could do it to defeat him was use the double lariat most of the time, which isn't really fun. You know, it should, but at least there's no quick time events, because they're just not welcome in this game. And one other thing I hate about his fight is if he gets behind you, grabs your neck, no matter how much health you've got, if you can't break out of it, he will snap Frank's neck and kill you straight away. So that's why he's on number 4. At number 3 is one character I hate in Dead Rising and off the record. It's Seymour Redding, the guy that seems to think everything's a mall. Into this now. He is annoying to fight, but his backstory is a bit better. He is a mall cop. He was a cop, or a security guard, who now that he's using this apocalypse, he's vanished to become the head sheriff. But so first he's quite interesting, his death seems quite interesting, so he's got a good backstory. His fight is, my god, that fight is so annoying. Apart from his soundtrack being good, it's just that his boss fight is almost near impossible unless you've got good skills. Most of the fights, what I do is I will stock up on guns, like mainly shotguns, and then rely on my attack power at my level. So I get close, fire shotguns at him, he instantly, or you have like laser swords, he will instantly fire his gun at you, which knocks right him out of you. You get too far, he'll use his whip. I can't tell you how many times I've rage quit because of that, because you work so hard to get all the supplies, and the stuff, if you don't forget to save, you're going to want to shoot yourself in the fucking head. So that's how I see Seymour's there. Off the record, it seems easier because Frank has a lot more easier skills to use than I believe in Chuck. You know, it's just, I'm more of a Frank guy. Okay, so number 2 is a psychopath. I think pretty much everyone was just rather shot as soon as this script came up. I'm talking about Ken Swanson from the original Dead Rising. Oh my god, that guy is annoying. You have to do several tasks for him. You have to take photos of him, and if you accidentally hit him while trying to take out the zombies, he will shoot you or do his weird kick thing at you. You have to get a certain amount of PP, or prestige points, of a certain kind of foe, just to get him to be happy. Just because he says so. But if you get a bad one, he will mock you. So the best thing to do is lock foes from previous games so you don't have to keep worrying about that, and just lock it so you never lose them. So, but the boss fight, he has 2 boss fights. If you're doing the main story and you want to kill him in the psychopath battle, it is near impossible, almost. It's almost bad. By the time his boss fight happens, it's when you're about to do the script where you need to collect all those remote bombs. Now, if you want to take care of him, if you've got the Mega Buster, it might be better if you've got that. Because the Mega Buster is the easiest way to kill psychopaths, but it's better to do it than this. Because you want to rescue all the survivors, right? So what do? You need to rescue one guy before you get there. And the annoying thing is about this, if you want to do the main script first, you can do that. But if you come back, Ken has already made the guy there into a zombie. Now, the boss fight is basically, if you want to fight him, it doesn't matter where, you need to study him when he's around, when he's taking photos, shooting zombies and doing that weird kick. But if you go back and he's already shooting the guy in the zombie, he points a gun at your head, and you're standing there with a chain to your neck and the chain to the roof. You're the fighting in this, that plaza, I can't remember this name. But it's annoying because you lose all your weapons, you're then in your underwear and you can't, it's almost near impossible to fight him because he keeps going away outside the reach of the chain. And he's only doing it for show. What kind of photographer is he? So basically you might want to get there before you do the main scoop. Because it'd be the only easiest thing to do. Take it from me. Alright, so you're thinking now, which is the main cycle? If you haven't already figured it out, I'm going to give you 5 seconds just to maybe think. You guess yet? So if you already guessed before that, then you must hate this person as much as I do. Now so if you don't know the story, if you're not freaking Dead Rising 2, I'm not going to explain it to you because it's spoilerific. But I love Off the Record, and this is a major spoiler, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Stacy is the #1 pick for this because her boss fight just doesn't feel like Dead Rising. Whereas some ones have got weird weapons and stuff, like flamethrowers and chainsaw bikes, throw Molotovs, or I'm trying to think what other ones. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stacy is the one that's working for Funeral Trends instead, Sullivan and Off the Record. So her boss fight, oh my freaking god. It is annoying. You might want to stock up on a lot of whiskey, coffee creamer, orange juice, pizza, anything that can get your health up, and maybe find some good gun. Well, maybe not bother about the guns, but maybe go with melee weapons on this. And make sure you've got those magazines for health if you're not really confident. Because you know why? She has a fucking robot. A robot. And when it comes down, when you're able to get it on its arms, you can break the arms. But when you get up to her, it's quick time events. It's Dead Rising. At least her death's satisfying. She gets flattened, which a lot of people say death sucks. I like the death scene. But I just don't really like the fight. It's the one thing I don't like about Off the Record. It just doesn't feel like Dead Rising. Whereas Sullivan, he's using sort of martial arts style, a 6-shooter and he's got although he does have an AC-135, then yeah, that sort of feels more Dead Rising-y than Stacy's boss fight. So that's my top 5 list of the worst, of the psychopaths I think are the worst ever. I will do a top 10 of my favourite ones because I have, oh boy, pretty much everyone, all the other Survivor I like. But these ones, they're bad and they just need major improvements in the backstories and stuff, but some games have got flaws, but I just thought, why not? I've got a YouTube account, might as well get it out there. So what is the one psychopath that you hated the most? I didn't have BB Love, because I know that some of you saying, what about BB Love? She's really kind of a psychopath. It's more Survivor, she got help. She's not really a psychopath, she's a survivor. You just need the help for some stupid reason. And stupid ways. But still. So I want you to comment what psychopaths you hated the most and why, and then see what ones you disagree with, what ones you agree with, and say what ones could be improved on. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Yeah.